When I think about the 20 years of UCCF working in Uganda, I am so excited for this far that God has brought us. And one of the things that comes to my mind is the way the sponsors were connected and wanted to engage with the children they are sponsoring. Even when I traveled to Holland to meet the sponsors, the one thing you'd find is many sponsors having letters and stories of their children, what they are doing in Uganda.
When I think about UCCF, I'm just amazed by their genuine love and their generosity. We could not afford this building. We could not afford the scan. We could not afford the theater machines and instruments to save a life.
My mind runs back to the communities in Kasaka, Canaan, where we had to work with children to come up with a choir, to come to the Netherlands and look out for sponsors. I have seen the Lord transform the lives of these children, and they are becoming great men and great women.
The opportunity I had in your country in 2016 with the beautiful Mwangaza Children's Choir cannot go without mentioning a big thank you to our donors, our sponsors, the people of UCCF.
I think about the over 1,000 children that have been given an opportunity to rewrite their stories of hope as a result of this partnership. I also think about the hundreds of families that have been equipped as a result of this partnership.
The time I've worked with UCCF have really shown how generous the sponsors are to their children. Working on the post, working on the gifts, the financial bit of it shows that out there sponsors are very willing to go extra miles for their sponsored children.
We've seen this over the past years, the children getting connected with their sponsors. We just know there is a bond between the sponsor and the child.
We have seen the blessings of God, children beginning to go to school through our sponsorship program. We have seen the blessings of God whereby, hey, not only that, they've been able to access healthcare amidst all the struggles and the challenges. But also we have seen God in His amazing ways raising the confidence and the courage in these young children.
As a communications person, I think about the stories that we've been capturing, stories that do not show any hope, stories of children that do not have a future. And then I think about the stories that UCCF has changed in the 20 years. From stories of no hope to stories of hope, smiles, and transformation.
My 20 years highlight for UCCF impact in Kasari is the fact that we have children whom we have seen as little babies. They have grown up, they have gone to school, they have gotten saved.
When we were under lockdown and there was no food, UCCF came in and supplied us with food. But even after, we experienced a drought and there was food shortage. Still UCCF came in and provided food for every family.
My key highlight is seeing them sponsoring children from the time they are picked to children graduating through UCCF.
I remember when UCCF came in, the day we registered the children, we registered 140 children at a go. At that day, we saw many people came at church and the church full.
Ekisinza okunkwatako ye kanisa gye baatuzimbira ab'emikwano baatukola bulungi nnyo. Twalina akakanisa akali bwe katyo newe twogerera kanisa ezimbiddwa byonna mu ebiri.
In the last 20 years of our partnership with UCCF, I've been moved so much, I should say, by their love for children.
Sure, I appreciate the love and support UCCF has given to Kasaka community.
I think what touched my heart mostly is their consistency and by keeping their word. Even when they say we are going to do this, they never change.
These people are so encouraging. They keep on encouraging us in everything. They keep us moving to do the work we are doing.
When I look back at 20 years of our partnership, I'm amazed at what God has done. I remember those early times when our friend and brother Cole came to visit Uganda on a mission trip, and how he fell in love with the children of Uganda, which ended up with an invitation that brought about the beginning of UCCF. The highlights are many, but one of them is this, that the beautiful children of Uganda went and were a voice for Africa as they sang songs of praises. That was a highlight for us because many of these kids had never actually boarded a plane. But when they arrived there, we had so many testimonies and stories of lives that were changed. I look back and I see the schools that have been built, the water wells that have been drilled, the food that has been distributed, and the hope that many of these families have received. Because of you, transformation is happening right now because of the children that have grown up in the program and have gone back home and are making a difference in their communities. Thank you for your love and thank you for your generosity.